Game is starting in our lower bracket semifinal. Last chance to make it to the quarterfinal. Sonik, Sok, and Shake fighting for survival, fighting for the round of 8. We start our series here on Turtle Rock after these picks and bans. We got Terranas and Northern out for Sonik. Quite some Warden maps, which does surprise me a little bit. Also, Northern Isles, he played a Beastmaster there, which could be pretty good. But okay, we don't have that. Last Refuge for Sok and Echo Isles as well. Amazonia, Concealed, and our first map, Turtle Rock. Here they are. Ukraine versus South Korea, everybody. Of course, no close position possible anymore in Warcraft 3. And so with that, we move into game number 1, where expansions are not very likely.
Yeah, Turtle Rock. A classic map, certainly very unique. Was part of the map pool for a long time, then was removed, then was reintroduced. Was removed back then because it seemed to favor 2 races above all others very clearly, that being Undead and Orc. But since we're here in Night versus Human, I guess it's sort of balanced. For many humans, though, their matchup revolves mainly about fast expansion. And doing that on Turtle Rock is not easy to do. It's theoretically possible, but oftentimes you need defend before expansion if you go for the starting red camp. Or you need to be sure that the opponent isn't close by if you go for the sea turtles in the middle. So yeah, if you want to expand, you're not going to have an easy time here, but perhaps Sok wants to play one base anyways.
I think I've not seen a keeper against human on this map. If you expand on the back of the turtle, there could be a sneaky attack by Sonik across the hill, you know, open it up with Force of Nature, and then you can just pass from one part of the back of the turtle to the other.
Oh, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, man.
It's an ambush!
Next level plays by Mr. Neo. Let's see if Sonik and
some mana, but for the highlight reels, hell yeah, bro, let's do it.
Sonik is definitely very familiar to the highlight reels.
Yeah, one of the big benefits of Keeper is on this map, you can actually creep stuff reliably. Yeah. If you're playing Warden or Demon, you can't, because you don't have summons, you take way too much damage. And this map is kind of weird with being able to creep well. This has not... It's a big part of the reason why it is way better for Undead and Orc, because they can always creep reliably. They don't have to rely on Militia. They don't have to rely on Ancient of War creeping.
But I mean, who are we talking about, man? It's Sonik. Creeping reliably is not part of the game plan. It's rather entangle and right clicks and kill, kill, kill. But Sok with a deny.
Yeah, every bit of experience here is important. Sonik was able to get the Water Elemental last hit with a Detonate. And he gets that one as well. Exactly 1 kill away now to the dot. 1 Peasant kill away from level 2. And what do we see in his main? I wouldn't have been too surprised to see a Hunter's Hall and Mass Hunts here coming out early.
And AP
but there is actually a tech. And Sonik getting ready for higher tech in the mid game.
Back in the day, we saw a lot of Chimera play in this matchup. Wonder if that's still a thing. Also saw not going into a wild expansion against the Keeper. That would be a little suicidal, as this Footman is as well. Finally level 2 for Sonik.
Archmage continues creeping in the south. Going along the green camps and along the claws camps. Quickly fills up your inventory. AM found some really good ones already. Sonik would love to have some bonus damage as well. He's gonna go creeping himself a little bit. Level 3 would be a big deal here for both sides, especially for the Keeper. If you do want to be aggressive, is a big level up.
Okay, we have wonderful items for Sok, by the way. Claws and Mantle helps with the creeping process. Gonna get a fast level 3 right there, and should be rifles coming, but so far we don't see a blacksmith. Can't go higher than 30 anyway. So maybe it is lining up. Hunter's Hall should be fine if you go for a fast second hero, which should also be the case. And now they probably share the merchants here. Getting some eyes on the map.
Sok has early defend. Of course, very valuable just to have in case you're getting attacked by archers. But also enables new creep camps. You could go for the red camp, the starting position, for example.
Yeah, lots of piercing damage here. From the turtles, from the forest troll, obviously. Not the greatest items for Sonic, but level 3. And with that, there's one direction. That is into Sock's base.
And there's no arcane tower there. That seems really greedy by Sock, considering it's going up against a player who definitely likes to be aggressive. And we have Sonic with a Panda second.
A player's forces are
Yeah.
under attack.
Can of course be hard countered by breakers, but until then, it's quite some time. And quite some investments that Sock has to make. He's losing 1 peasant. He's losing 2 peasants. Or is at least about to. Alchemist second for the Korean.
Oh, okay, cool. Alchemist and Blood Mage could be a super strong tri-hero combo then in the late game. But we're far away from the late game, we're far away from tier 3. Sock's economy is getting ravaged, and it seems like the human is getting the shorter end of the stick here. He's threatening the Tree of Ages.
Lore
There's
cancelled.
plenty of footmen.
There's a Moonwell dead as well. And Sonic has to go back at some point, doesn't he? Yep, TP is coming. And there is Defend. I don't know what Davai is in Korean, but this looks pretty okay to me. But only for so long as now there's Repair. And Sonic holds.
Definitely doesn't seem like there's enough damage here for Sock. He's trying to take out as many wisps as he can. He's probably going to have to TP out of this. The footmen are somewhat durable, but they will fall sooner or later with more treants being summoned and so on. Alchemist
Dead.
also going to die.
Just like that. That's level 2 right there. And all the footmen are falling as well. Sock, after the game against Cheek,
A player's forces are
also not showing himself in perfect condition here, our DreamHack Winter Champion.
Yeah. Didn't seem the most developed tactical move right there. Just running into the enemy main, hoping it's going to work out. I guess it's kind of, sort of okay. He's mining again. The Sanctum is coming. And it was a big, big delay on the Ancients of Lore. So I guess that's pretty good. But yeah, there was a lot of peasants going down. There was also a lot of wisps going down. There's
Yeah,
like
can't
basically
afford-
no lumber wisps.
Can't afford the tier 3, that's for sure. But no one really can. Everything's super hurt. Alchemist with the heal spray right on time. Otherwise it could have been a triple kill. Man, what a slobber knocker.
More treants summoned. We go. Davai, Davai, Davai. This game has been pretty entertaining already. I am back into the main. The Breath of Fire and treants doing quite a bit of damage here. This Panda got great experience.
Yeah.
Sonic's got a big lead experience-wise on the second hero compared to the opponents.
And Sock, man, it haunts him so bad that there was no Arcane Tower. And Sonic realized this quickly. I don't know if that actually changed his game plan to go more aggressive with treants, because that's what he does most of the time. But it works out well, and Sonic is in a good position. Still, the game not decided yet, as we never got the tier 2 army of Sonic rolling out. But good experience transitioning into hunts now to have a better way to deal with footmen especially. What's up with the Korean humans, man?
Yeah, this is not the cleanest game of all time. Maybe also partly to do with the map. Turtle Rock still not as well developed, creep route and timing-wise, as many of the other maps. But I guess it's a pretty even game. We have tier 2 and similar tech across the board. Economy looking comparable as well. The late rifle is definitely a problem for Sock, but at least he has the adept training for the priests almost finished, and then he's finally gonna have it spell.
Needs to level this alchemist a little bit, huh? There we go, level 2. Thank you 1337 DD for the 4-month resub. Continue with the great work. Alright, we will do that. Panda level 3. Against a mostly footman army. Not a single breaker yet. Rifles are coming now, which is a very, very late transition.
Sock understandably wants to go for the heal scroll. And he gets it. Takes a tome as well. The sacred text. Sonic left on the ground. What sacrilege.
No
But it
time
seems
for
like the
reading.
game here is stuck on tier 2.
Yeah,
Thanks to all those losses.
he lost so many wisps, and on this map, of course, there's no laboratory, there's no shredder.
A player's forces are under
Panda has a big mana potion, and that can be very, very helpful. Red spot for Sock. Also, of course, the heal scroll. And his army is getting better once he gets the next farm, which seems to be a little late again.
That creep jack could be very painful. Big boy Overlord is claimed though. Item is was in battle realms. Very good for the alchemist and the rifles. Last hit stolen. Keeper level 4. There's level 2 entangle now as well. But of course we do now have the priest with the dispel.
Dryads coming in for some slow, and that is the heal rune for Sonic. Sock would have loved to get that. More experience there as well. Levels are looking fine. No TP anymore. No staff as well. There's no Mountain King, of course, so maybe the necessity for this not the highest. Alchemist in trouble once again, trying to spam that heal spray as best as possible. There, it's another kill though. Just like that. Didn't try to transfer anything. Wants to stay in this fight, but is that maybe a little ill-advised?
Seems like Sock is getting roasted, toasted, burnt to a crisp. He does have a few rifles here, but not that many. Panda wants to do more damage, but the fire connects again. Panda very low HP now, though, and doesn't have rejuve at the moment to work with.
There's
Dispel coming through. Big heal scroll.
Big heal scroll indeed. There's another entangle. Breath of Fire. He's going for the units at the moment. That is level 4. I don't see the biggest way out. Okay, heal scroll value great again, but that is the TP finally. And another kill on the rifle. Another big last second pickup. We saw Sock at 30 supply after this fight with another hero kill. And Sonic very comfortably at 60 with his tier 2 army.
Yeah, Sonic sitting in a really good position here. Something that I wouldn't necessarily have expected. Seems like Sock perhaps a little over-aggressive this game. When a safer approach, especially against players like Sonic, could perhaps be wiser, but still has a chance in this game. More rifles are coming out. Alchemist is going to be back soon. But yeah, way down in supply, way down in experience. It's not that easy of a position to play from.
Exactly. DreamHack Winter Asia was Sock's tournament to claim, but if he's up against Europeans, there's absolutely no chance. That's what I take away from this tournament day so far.
EU number 1!
EU number...
player's forces are under attack.
Today could very well be. But of course, the rifle army is scaling a lot better. There needs to be a tier 3 at some point by Sonic. But he's still just pushing into upkeep. Still only Dryads. Maybe the heroes can just carry though.
I am quite far forward over here. Rifle count at 3 is not very high. You usually want a lot more than just 3. But of course that's a problem. Once they start dying early, it's very hard to keep their numbers up high. Heal spray coming through. There's no heal scroll here, so the Panda and the priest the only source of healing. But doing a good job of that right now. All the rifles hurt, but all the rifles also getting healed. Quite a few Dryads going down now. Sonic not trading very efficiently, but he still has the bigger army.
And he never does. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire, all that big damage. There is a lot more heal spray, but seems like he gets the single target damage out. Concave on the Dryads is good until the rifles find them. Next Breath of Fire onto the Militia, takes out one priest after the next, and Sock can't really get back up to 40 supply. Sonic is just outmassing him. Of course, it's crazy trades. Both lose a lot on this map, but what's left for Sock?
Yeah, no more rifles apparently. The last one goes down to 31 supply. Chasing with the entangle, just fighting, killing. The favorite kind of game for Sonic.
Yeah.
And with a lead like that, this smells like an expansion. But then again, it's Sonic.
We're not that far away from 6-5. Panda, just 32 experience away. 5.5 Keeper as well. And there's no Mountain King. There's no Disable. This is just in-fight tranquility.
So creeping the red with 1 priest and 1 rifle and his 2 heroes. It's been a
Yo.
rough game for the Korean.
Yo! 30 supply. It is level 4 for the Alchemist now as well. And level 5 for the Archmage. Plus the two-shot aura. So he has a lot of damage once he gets an army together. Plus mortar teams. Ooh, for them the damage will be sick. Expansion by Sonik now. Rather expanding than teching. Should I be surprised? I don't know.
With the expansion coming up now, the Panda being level 5 and also having a mana potion. Seems like now would be a good fight to once again force a fight. Good time to force a fight again, I mean.
Double greater mana, by the way. This Alchemist has a lot to spray. But here we go. Level 5 Panda. Just got it. Is there a heal scroll even? Not really, right? So it's only healing over time. Is it enough? Sonik at 60.
It's a really good position for the mortar team. Can't be reached. That Drunken Haze Breath of Fire combo does hurt though. Dryads again. Dying quite quickly at the beginning. Is this the first time where Sonik hardcore overextends?
Well, Sonik is jumping into the backline, takes out the casters. This build was used, just feeding the Night Elf heroes. Maybe onto level 6 even. He wants to take out that mortar team, but he's losing a lot of Dryads in the process. Plus 14 damage. And the heal spray is of course getting better and better as well. Archmage far away from level 6, so mass teleport won't be an issue. Dryad dancing was good until a degree. Next Breath of Fire might be a triple kill. Archmage in a world of trouble. No TPs, just chasing him. Heal spray. Who could outscale who? Wow, that cloak again.
Everything's dying though. Stock down to 28. This looks like the end. Water Elemental still getting dispelled. So much experience for Sonik. He's got the level 6 on the Keeper. The Panda even isn't too far away from that level 6 now. Focus on the Alchemist. I'm not sure he has enough damage to heal or to outdamage the heal spray. But it's still a great trade for Sonik. Even with those suicidal drives at the beginning. He wants that kill.
Is anyone saving anything? I don't think so, man. Priests are falling. Force of Nature, more normal damage. Heal spray still used. No mana for Sonik anymore. 42 supply, but the supply gap is kind of closing as we have 6-5 heroes. Actually getting the Panda close to 6 and Sonic's expansion is at 50%. Wild brawls.
Yeah, definitely a game after Sonic's taste. Lots of fighting.
Dive into the human base. Of course that's what we do. We do have a staff, but no more mana. I think he should retreat, but I've said this plenty times in the past 12 years.
Low HP, out of mana, I guess it is indeed time to fall back, at least for now. With the expansion now mining, Sonik can keep producing, keep buying. Mana pots would also be a good idea. Checks the corner for a possible expansion just to make sure. It's gonna juice up and then go again, I would imagine.
Just like everybody at Camp Knopf. Okay. It's daytime. Nighttime is hitting soon. That's the last bit of moon juice for a while. 200 gold. Clarity potions instead of heal mana potions. But yeah, double income. How long can Sok play that game?
A player's forces are under attack.
Definitely not much longer, but there is one push here still perhaps left. Sonic's army really not that big right now. But I believe Sok is unaware of the expansion. I'm not sure, actually.
But can he push it? I mean, not a single source of normal damage. Mortars can be handy, but there's only one and can easily be targeted.
A player's forces are under attack.
I think, if not for the two, or for the mana potions, Sok is dead already.
Yeah. Possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
If Sok contains him here now, it's kind of hard to get reinforcements in.
Panda comes in for the flank, can start off with a perfect Drunken Haze. It wasn't perfect, but at least it hit the mortar team. That mortar team goes down quickly. So do 2 Dryads. And guess what? Panda level 6. Hello. Storm, Earth, and Fire.
Heed my call. The Fire Panda alone is such a massive source of damage. And of course, we got Disable against Heal Spray now. And Sock calls for the GG. Can't win games against the Europeans so far. Sonic claims Turtle Rock.
In a very strange game, was started off with both heroes creeping level 3 and then just wildly going into economy harass. It felt like Sock was almost the one to initiate that whole process. Like, if that's your plan, you always have to realize a counterattack could be happening. And then the fact that he does this whole play without a tower, very, very, very strange. And normally it seems like if you just make sure you don't fall behind against Keeper Dryads and you play safe and go to tier 3, that's usually your way to victory. But Sock took a lot of risks, it felt like, this game. And they didn't all seem to be very wisely taken.
Yeah, that's kind of the theme so far. Not Sock's day as it seems. But okay, it's his map now. Needs to massively step up his game, otherwise he shares the fate of Chimiko. And then another sad day for the human. As this would be a quarterfinal without a single human player. We got 3 orcs, 2 night elves already, 2 undead.
Yeah, Sock is not quite delivering the same as the humans are hoping. But I think he realizes he can play way better than what he did on Turtle Rock. Yes. And he's going to be playing on his map now, Concealed. I'm pretty sure he's going to have a better build and early game strategy prepared to not fall behind, because that's what we started learning against the Keeper a long time ago. You don't want to fall behind. You don't want to keep losing units. Keep the game even. Make sure you're playing from a decent position. And then in the late game, the Keeper can't fall off, of course, against the spell.
There we go.
And we'll see if he manages to do that now.
There we go. Map number 2 is Concealed Hill. Once again, not a Warden map. Those were vetoed by Sonic, surprisingly. But yeah, DreamHack wasn't Sonic's tournament. This one might be, though. And we don't get our dream match in Foggy versus Sock. That's kind of what we expected going into today in the winner bracket. But Shake was staying in the midst of things. And now we might not even get the rematch of Sock versus Shake if the Korean doesn't step up his game massively. This is exactly what he has to do, and this is what he hopefully does. Match points for Sonic could force the lower bracket final versus Shake.
I would have never expected that would even be possible. Sonic 2-0ing Sock, but if they both keep playing like they did a moment ago, absolutely not out of the question.
Everything was just too late. He lost so much, and as we saw, Sonic can play mass Dryads with Keeper, or with his hero combo there. Without rifles, though, that didn't really work. Otherwise, I think he can accelerate a lot faster. Keeper it is again, and an Archmage for Sock. That shouldn't surprise us. Also, at one point, there was so many Dryads, and he still summoned Water Elementals. Not too sure if that's the right call if you're up against Keeper Panda.
Yeah, I guess his hope was always Dryads were at least going to lose attack time, and then he can snipe him out and then take control again. But yeah, we saw 2 ultimates that game. Wait, did we even see Tranquility once?
I don't think so.
A player's forces are under attack.
I
Who needs healing when you can have damage?
Exactly. Ultimates are only worth anything if it's including damage. So will he go for a tower? That would be the first thing to fix, I guess. From Sock's perspective.
Yeah, I also think you can go for a fast expansion here. It's by no means easy on Concealed, but it's doable. Might cost you some militia, might get delayed a little bit, but you should get your level 3 reliably. And then with Defend Footman, oftentimes you can hold on against the Night Elf Onslaught. Sometimes even with double barracks.
Oh, Stoker is educating us. Stoker God, by the way, that he didn't even skill Tranquility. It was
How can you not skill Tranquility?
3 and 3 and Entangle 3. And of course, in typical Sonic fashion, the Keeper is rushing over right away.
One Footman kill would be the level up here for him, missing around 40 XP.
Players' forces are under attack.
But he doesn't have Entangle yet.
Ooh. Treant's opening. Let's see how good Sock's micro is here. Ping is slightly favored towards Sock this time. But yeah, just very slightly, both pretty much the same conditions.
The town is under siege.
This creeping in the south doesn't really work out too well. Archer very hard. Now we got the level 2, and now we got
Players'
Entangle.
forces are under attack.
And Sock is teching once more. No early expo.
Treants again. Can be follow up with Entangle. There's no Arcane yet. But not the big damage this time.
The town is under siege.
Yeah, very even game here so far. Nothing too crazy occurred just yet.
A player's forces are under
So,
attack.
question is then, what's your second hero choices are we gonna see? Keeper Demon, Keeper Panda, even Keeper Alchemist maybe, although I would say that rather unlikely is possible. Keeper Naga is something that Lawliot showed very impressively at WGL. Keeper Naga into Demon. That way you make the Mountain Kings and the Blood Mages life difficult on the human side.
Finally, Sonic is getting a kill here as the main is almost walled off. But Sonic is not giving this up. One more kill. Couldn't save it into the mine. Was occupied. Yes, he's sacrificing a couple of treants for that. That is always experience. Oh, can he run away? Yes.
Especially since we're unconcealed, seeing a rush towards mountain giants seems pretty likely. On this map with the fountains, can be very powerful to go for the MGs, be very cost efficient, and
Question though, do they have enough DPS that Sonic even considers building them?
I mean they don't have much damage, but they have some. And the good thing about MGs is they buy you enough time to buy mass Orb of Venom.
Ah, that's
And that one definitely does a lot of damage.
Panda again. So same build as last time. Or same hero build at least. Worked out fine. Why not? Invo potion here, no mana
Players'
potion.
forces are under
Sock with the
Beastmaster.
Beastmaster. Beastmaster?
Whoa, that is so timing dependent.
Cancel
If
the
we ever
lore.
get to a good amount of dryads, it seems like this is going to be horrible.
The town is under siege.
Yeah, I mean, this spell against the summon hero is always appreciated. Sock is going for the trendy thing of human against Night Elf, trying to get these Moonwells. 2 Wisps already down, so he can't hold this, but he has an extra one, so he's not supply blocked or anything. It's just the 180 gold and the 40 lumber, and of course a little bit of regen that he can't use. It's Bear,
Okay.
by the way. Can you please be a little more ecstatic about this, Remo?
Yeah, I mean, of course. It's the best summon that he has. Bear, very pog. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire connects decently well there on the footies. Super aggressive strat here by Sock. There's an Ancient of Lore coming up right next to him. Could be a cancel, but also footies under pressure, Beastmaster under pressure. Sonic's tech definitely delayed, where Sock is getting the Sanctum up and the Blacksmith
Blacksmith
as well
is
soon.
very late, though. Is Sock trying to beat Sonic at his own aggression game? That's what's happening here?
Yeah, sort of. Map 1. Sok suffered so much because his rifles were so late. Now he says, you know what, I'm gonna make your dryads late. So see you in 5 minutes when we get to observe who has the better pressure play, who's gonna suffer more from this. Also what was achieved was lots of moon juice was drained. We have daytime hitting now, and that's gonna be a long and dry daytime.
Exactly, and that keeps the keeper at bay, usually. Sonik has to rebuild moonwells as well. But once there's dryads, we have to question, like, what's this Beastmaster really doing? Workshop early. Very early.
Yeah, this is like a...
Yeah? Yeah?
kind of a
Huh?
between heaven and hell strategy. If it works out well, in that you force mass dryads with your hero choice, and then hard counter the mass dryads, obliterating them with rifles and mortar teams, it's great. But if you engage into a fight, all summons get dispelled, your heroes do nothing, the enemy heroes level up, you lose your critical mass once, then you're in big trouble. So it seems like Sok cannot afford to fall behind here in terms of army size and experience.
Okay. Beastmaster finding the first experience of the game. Sentry Ward's always great to have. Oh, Sonik was going for the Overlord, doesn't work. That's more time for the Archmage, looking for building cancels. Also, that doesn't work. He gets the information that there's no tier 3 at all for Sonik. Using 2 more Wisps to detonate, doesn't even get the kill, needs a third one, and gets rid of all the mana. So this should be salvageable, but a little too late. And now he faces the Overlord, heads up, straight up.
It's definitely taking a little more damage here than would be ideal. Big item.
Especially with Moonworld so low.
Yeah. Definitely needs to heal up the panda. Also doesn't have a shop yet. Cannot yet go for a moonstone.
Ooh.
It hurts.
Beastmaster is creeping up a decent storm so far. Level 2 and a bit. Plus the rock golem. Level 2.5. But yeah, mortars and rifles. Plus a few casters. Shop coming now. But again, no tech. He also, again, Sok forces a low lumber economy out of Sonik.
Which can also be sort of problematic for Dryads. Dryads pretty cheap in gold, but expensive in lumber. But should have enough lumber to still produce the Dryads. However, teching up to something higher like Mountain Giants, that could then be impossible.
Yeah, and no tier 3, no orb, and no orb, no real damage. Panda also not the best orb carry. Feels like Sok wants to fight even though he's 10 supply down, and he has a reason to, because damage is looking good. Keeper is far away from the mortar. He's trying to jump on it with Dryads and Panda, but without Entangle. That's rough, and that's level 3 for the Beastmaster.
And here come the summons now. Being summoned all over the place, getting taken out fairly quickly. More team is dead. Breath of Fire coming through. This fight is all over the place. What Sonik wouldn't do for a heal stroke, but he doesn't have one. So many of his units are about to die. Almost everything's about to die. And this Beastmaster can summon way more of his little friends.
Sonik at 4d7. Sok is looking good, but supply lead is still big. It's not like Sok is not losing any units. Invo potion last second. Footmen almost all gone. A rifleman is falling there as well. Dryad is coming back into the mix. Keeper is fighting this army almost alone as the Panda. I think he was in the wrong control group. Invo potion is about to expire. And Sok continues to push forward.
Nighttime finally falls. Sonik was desperately waiting for that to occur. Also looking to catch off reinforcements right now. Smart positioning by him. But a lot of the human army is already knocking on the front door with that level 2 Brilliant Zora, level 4 AM. It's a lot of push power. And Sonik only has those Dryads.
Is it yogurt time? He's forgetting the units in the middle. One Dryad already dead. Okay, finally. Oh boy, that was 2 Dryads gone. 6 supply in a situation where he can definitely not afford to lose 2 of them. Okay, level 4. This Panda play did work out. Panda's back. Last stand for Sonic. It's not looking good at all.
Yeah, those Dryads all about to drop, and then the summons can really reign supreme.
Bash.
Cool strat by Sock.
Potion is on cooldown, and that is game! Sock takes out Concealed Hill, and at least ties this up. That means we go into Sonic's map as a decider, and that is AZ.
Which most likely will mean Keeper again. And I guess no fast expansion by Sock. Hasn't been playing Fast Expo yet once this series. Was kind of concerned with his strategy and his choice to play this so aggressively. But it worked out well in the end. He was able to overpower the Dryads. And the Beastmaster, while the AM was harassing, also did a pretty good job creeping. Got fast to level 3, got some decent items, got that heal scroll, which was so important. And Dryads, they still can suffer pretty heavily against Rifles and Mortar teams unless they have a big lead.
Exactly. We have a new sub, Lam Malvicious with the primer. Thank you very much. Every primer is much appreciated. If you have Amazon Prime, you can sub for free to this wonderful channel. Get all the access to the emotes and sub badge and everything. Slasher is in. Hey, nice hoodie, Neo. Indeed, man. Only took, 4 days or something? Hex couldn't get it done in 3 months, but if the Slasher is taking care, I got this. It's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. Everybody should have a Playing Duck hoodie.
Very nice. Perfectly in time also for winter, you know. January, a cold month. February can sometimes also be quite cold still. So it's nice that the Quack Squad is keeping you nice and warm, Neo.
Yeah. I mean, winter in Hamburg doesn't really happen. It's just fall for like half a year or 3/4 of the year. It was so crazy when we went to the train station in Cologne on Sunday. It was snowing, like
it was so
lot.
gross.
And then I went back to Hamburg, and I think it was like a 15-degree difference or something. Not a single sign of snow here in good old Hamburg.
Didn't have any snow in Mainz either. Just in Cologne, very centralized. But there was a lot of slow actually.
Slow?
No.
Did you play against a lot of humans?
Which also melted quite quickly, and then turned into the nice slush on the streets, which turns into puddles right away. Then you step in the puddles, and you don't have waterproof shoes. Good time.
Aren't you wearing boots all the time? Aren't they waterproof?
Yeah, I wasn't that time around because I thought they were going to be too warm on set. But I would have appreciated them after. Our host, I don't know if you saw his Twitter post. He's living in Munich, right? Angelo, and shortly after coming back from Cologne, where it was snowing already, in his apartment, the heating broke down. And then for 4 days, there was no heating, and they had like 13 to 14 degrees in their apartment.
Nice! I've been there. And where the hell is Taker living, by the way? Isn't he in Frankfurt or something?
I have no idea.
Because there is so much snow where he's at.
Oh yeah, true. He was posting those pictures where he was building snowmen and stuff.
On Snowman, he's building like
castle or something.
He's building bobslides, thingies there. Wait a second, I can show it here. Old man is posting things on Facebook, of course. He's building snow mountains, dude. It's on stream now. We don't have delay. That's a hell of a lot of snow.
That's pretty pog. That must be Bavaria, I guess. I don't know.
He's living.
Though is that we have one more map to decide our best of 3 here.
Oh, game has started. Yeah, we should probably talk about that then. Game 3, AZ. Let's decide the series. Will Sonic cause the second major upset of the day and kick out Sock? Or would it be the revenge of the Sockster, of the B-Boy? Will he dance his way out of that lower bracket semi-final and leave Sonic with nothing but elimination?
Are we gonna see an expansion finally, or is Sok gonna stick with his one base play? On this map, it could be a little difficult to apply the same amount of pressure that he did before, because Amazonia, of course, as we all know, great for Night of Creeping, great for Ancient of War, and also usually very quickly leads to level 3 Keeper, and then doing a lot of pressure with the Footman against the Keeper, perhaps a little bit harder to do, but we'll see what Sok comes up with.
Sonic queued the Demon Hunter for a second, then switched to the Keeper. He had this tendency to go Immolation Demon Hunter a couple of times. But, okay. Not today. It's Keeper again, third time in a row.
Yeah, Amazonia is indeed the one map where Demon Hunter, even just in one base play, not just against the expansion, tends to work out better than everywhere else, because you get level 2 for free right away. You can stack up on stat boosting items really quickly, and a quick level 3 also not out of the question. A Naga tier 2 follow-up, and then trying to hunt down some of the footies and so on can be quite beneficial. But yeah, not the case here. We're gonna have Keeper starting off, creeping this pretty well. Took a little bit more damage maybe than he needed to, but didn't take any Ancient of War denies until I say it.
Still
but it was only the little guy, was only 20 XP. Mostly fine.
Yeah, for sure. Might delay level 3 by a tiny bit. Claws for the Archmage. Clean creep here. Do you think the Asian players are triggered a little when they see Sonic's base build? Like, what's your feng shui?
Yeah, honestly, you don't have to go towards the agents. You can just ask me. And yes, I am triggered by this build.
Everything is all over
I remember
the place.
exactly when it started. It started when Happy was playing Night Elf off-race in the ESL Open Cups, and Happy would beat Sonic like 3 times in a row. And Happy always makes his Moonwells next to the trees for whatever reason. And since then, Sonic started doing it as well.
Oh, by the way, Sonic denied another creep. He's only at 207.
Yep.
Getting nervous. After all these years.
Full mana on the AM. He's very reserved so far with his mana usage.
A player's forces are under attack.
Defend
And
coming.
those 2 denies definitely matter, because that means Sonic cannot go for the Kobolds plus Murlocs for the level 3.
He can go for kobolds and kobolds, I guess, but Sok will not allow that. One of the biggest spots here in the contested middle, and this Keeper might just be surrounded. Defend is not ready yet, helps him, but way too much damage on the Keeper here.
Nice deny there as well. We all know how important that is against a level 2 Keeper, not giving him easily experience from the Footman. One archer to the side also goes down. It seems like Sonic's struggling a little bit here in this early game.
Wow, this Hunter's hold position, man. It's something I've never seen before. Just completely random. Anyway, tier 2 on the way. More archers, which are essentially useless at this stage of the day. And Sonic can't get a foot on the ground. Can't get any last hits. Has to invest in Entangle now for a footy. But they are so dispensable. At least he got that one.
Yeah, he needs at least another one of those, and then take his kobolds, and then get his level 3.
Archmage has boots. This is a TP.
Oh yeah, true. Could just run him down.
Yep.
Pew pew away. Very good items here on the AM. Double bonus damage.
A player's forces are under attack.
Doesn't want to risk the last hit here. Yeah, that's also a lot of Moon Juice, as he plays Demon Hunter second. Sok, of course, one base has arrived there already. Again with a delayed Blacksmith. Not building it during the tech.
Mountain King second this time. The first time in this series. Sok has been quite creative with his second hero choices. Now goes with the most standard and the strongest in the very late game. But I guess Sok is the one with the really good read. He is getting prepared for that already with the Demon Hunter. Oh, the Bash Lord. Hyatt star-shaped. One archer going down.
What a rough game for Sonik. It started so well, this series. And then you kick off game 3 with 2 denies. And that's what you get. Lasted from the creeps here. Lures are coming up now. And this time we have a tier 3. Can Sonik survive long enough to get Mountain Giants?
Sok is going to bring over his MK. Lumber economy for Sok really not looking good. Seems like he needs a lumber mill if he wants to follow up with tier 3 himself. But he's still staying in the middle. Sok knows how strong his water elementals and just AM right click is right now. And also Stormbolt, not to be underestimated. Sonik does a good job pulling out the creeps. Last hit. Goes to Sok again though. Not much is working out for Sonik right now.
No, not at all. That's a level 3.3. Ultimately, the Mountain King is coming from the southern side. There's another Stormbolt, whether he burns or not. Not investing it yet. But every engagement goes to Sok, who's also saving footies to the other side. Quite a bit of a beating that Sonik is taking here.
Now we have Dryads coming in now. This is finally some more map control for Sonik, but doesn't seem like it's making him strong enough to really force his agenda. Still needs to dispel as well. Abolish takes some time also. And Sok is looking really, really in charge. It seems like Sok got stronger map to map in this.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe he underestimated Sonik a little on map 1. There, things didn't really go his way. But now has the rifle casters in the bag, getting Dispel against Treants and Entangle, has good levels, doesn't have to be afraid of a too powerful mana burn, finds the true shot again for the rifle. I think 3 games, 3 true shot auras. Yeah.
No, on Conceal he didn't have it.
You sure?
Yeah. We didn't creep a red camp on Conceal. But on Turtle Rock he certainly did. So, a little bit more pressure towards the main. Demon Hunter trying to do as much damage as he can along with the Keeper.
He did creep his natural. And then I said, oh, that's wonderful for the Mortars. And the Mortars had plus 14. No, that was Turtle Rock.
That was Turtle Rock.
Yeah, I know exactly what I'm talking about here. It's another Stormbolt.
Oh, Demon. MK's got the booties.
Oh!
That is a near-death experience right there. Demon Hunter's gonna tell his children about that.
Next hit was a bash, by the way. Okay. Plus 12 AM. Good to have. Berserker for Sok. More piercing damage. Scroll of Healing. This looks like a pretty dedicated push, but he's also taking to tier 3.
I like the tier 3. He's got enough map control right now to know that he doesn't have to fear any push. He can afford tier 3. And the one way that Sok loses this game is facing off against Mountain Giants and not being in a position ready to deal with them. And you get ready against Mountain Giants by going tier 3. By getting Triple Hero, by getting, what's it called? Inner Fire. Inner Fire Rifle is pretty fun.
Next mercenary camp seems to be going to Sok as well. That's level 3. Sonik with the creep jack though. He's running into rifles. Demon Hunter gets greeted with another Stormbolt. Do we have a staff finally? Yes, we do. Also the first orb. Sonik not staffing. Oh, baiting the Mountain King to a Stormbolt. That was pretty well done. But can't force him away.
Item go to Sok at the end of the day. Belt, not bad for the MK. He's certainly going to be tanking all the time, so more HP. Not too shabby. But yeah, you know, we were concerned about Mountain Giants, and perhaps so was Sok, but it's no MGs. It's Bears instead, which are way easier to snipe down than MGs.
Yeah. Could even transition to Clap. Let's totally annihilate this. Sorks are coming, Mortars as well. Rat spot, easy to creep with rifles, and the damage he already has. Got Cloak, pretty good. if you tank anyway. Demon Hunter level 3 now, though. And how powerful is the MK? If his mana's getting burned all the time.
Yeah, I wonder if Sok should perhaps go Blood Mage. The usual third hero is always the Paladin. But with a Blood Mage and Siphon, you could battle up against the Demon Hunter's mana war. Because, yeah, that level 2 burn is definitely going to be strong.
50 supply. Sok not looking for a death push. Still waiting. Frag shots are coming. Second attack upgrade. Inner fire queued. No sign of a third hero yet. And red spot for Sonik is finished as well. Legion Doomhorn. A wonderful item.
Yeah, really, really good. Everything to help get these bears and demon into position. It's going to be very appreciated. Also for dodging the mortar team shots when the dryads. Kind of really good. We're seeing Ancient of Wind and Fairies.
Yes.
Against a mainly rifle-based army.
Well, it's only 3 riflemen. It's not too many, actually.
So far, Neo.
The next run of production doesn't have a rifleman in him. Maybe he's transitioning a little into knights and mortars and casters, and this is exactly what we see. Plus the blood mage that you mentioned before. We're getting a clash. The fairies could be really good if he takes out the rifles quick enough.
Sok repositioning. Very, very, very close to that level 4.
As long as he can burn, Sonik is accomplishing something. But okay, seems like he's willing to take this fight. 62 versus 60. Mountain King close to 4. Still so tanky.
Clap would be wonderful here, but of course didn't go for that because of the whole mana burn thing. MK low, Blood Mage low. Sok needs to be careful.
Yeah, there was a mana potion here. He's getting fat now. Stormbolt hammer to the head! And the Demon Hunter just dies like that. One focus fire and it's gone. Can he get him from the tavern? Nope, only 100 gold. That might be the game-winning play.
Blood Mage definitely in danger there. Probably going to be going down. Indeed. Sonik gets the hero kill on the third hero, and the Fairy Dragons not getting gunned down, doing lots of damage. Sok drops down to only 44 supply. Has to rely heavily now on water elementals. But he has level 3 aura, not level 3 elemental. It's the MK with more Stormbolt and more pick-off. Fairy Dragons don't both get away. Sonik almost took the lead there in that fight. If he hadn't lost the demon, this could have been great for him.
Yeah, I think so too. If he has a second more for the invul potion that was on the Demon Hunter, that's it. But he didn't see it. I think there was a potion on the Mountain King or something, and then he had a Stormbolt all of a sudden. Or the Siphon was enough. One of the two. He didn't expect that or miscalculated that. And boom. Then it hurts. And there was a bash, of course, on top of things as well. Very unlucky.
Unlucko?
Unlucko.
Unlucko. Sometimes you get lucko, sometimes you get unlucko. That's the way it goes.
Exactly. Not much left on the map.
Economy for Sok not looking that good anymore. He lost a lot of peasants there, so expanding would be tough to do. For Sonik, it's no problem. He could expand right now. He's got the resources, but he's waiting for his demon to come back.
Yeah, Sok didn't reskill. He's still on Stormbolt Clap. How many seconds left? Not too much. Map almost empty. No mountain giants in sight. Against knights. Not the greatest either.
Sok still holding off. Oh, I like the invis and the dust play here. Playing around the invisibility on the MK. Dodges the Stormbolt with the invul potion. Looks like a really good start of the fight for Sonik. One Fairy Dragon goes down, and now Sok's focusing them more. I think that he didn't do too well before, but now realizes he needs to do that. MK getting focused hard in the front line, but TP transferred. Dryads in trouble. And that was a TP gone, but a great trade for Sok. He killed 2 fairies and a dryad only for a TP.
Correct. The Bears weren't ready for the fight. I think they were still trailing behind a little bit. 2,700 gold remaining in the mines. Sonik, I think what we can say is that he's doing way better than we expected. Sok kind of forgot about his Blood Mage, didn't he? Level 1, only coming back now. Didn't want to break upkeep for him.
Yeah, exactly. I think he intentionally delayed the revive because of upkeep. And now that he's truly going high up in supply again to 65 plus, then the Blood Mage may join the action again.
Wow, that's a little mean.
Well, if he wants to be treated better, then maybe he shouldn't die on level 1.
Forces are under attack.
Yeah, Fairy's still kind of a questionable choice at the moment, at least to rebuild them now as Sok is adjusting his play. Is anyone getting an expansion? Maybe that's Sonic's win condition to move over the tree at the end of Gold Mine 1. But Sok is probably going to push before that.
Still missing the second heal scroll, but with 2 heal scrolls, it will be a dangerous push. However, if he does that, he's not going to have enough resources for a TP, so overextending then could be dangerous. Oh, look at that water elemental. Since it's soloed down to the bottom right.
Oh, level 5! Yeah, I was peeking a little into the Mountain... Oh, it's not level 5, actually. Into the Mountain King's inventory. There's a Tome of Retraining, but still isn't. Gives over the mana items, though. That's...
Yeah. He just used it already, the tome. So
Oh, well, I should maybe take more care of that. Yeah, and that's level 5 as well as the Water Elemental cleans up the second item as well. Yo, that's a lot, clap.
Yeah, can be hard to find the uptime for the clap. If you just walk in, get burned twice, and then you're out of mana. But with Invis, there's also interesting counterplay that Human has to offer. And Sorceresses, there are 2 of them, and they're full mana. And yeah, this MK has to get burned hard. If he doesn't burn the mana here, Sonic's Bear army is gonna get destroyed. And we see the first big clap right there. It takes out the Wisps.
Yeah, and he barely even noticed it on his mana pool. Plus there's a Siphon, of course, which can feed him. We have a good amount of Gyrocopters against a couple of Fairy Dragons. Now trying to counter it with Hippos. Not too sure. Here's the Stormbolt. Siphon on him too. Just gone. Just deleted. Just GG. No big end fight. We got Sonik eliminated. A little anticlimactic. Sok is taking back-to-back maps. And he's getting his rematch versus Shake.
Where was the big battle? Where was the 70 versus 70 supply? I was looking forward to it.
Can't have it all, Remo. Can't have it all.
Keep her out of position. A very squishy hero if he finds himself on his lonesome and can't be protected. Alright, Sok does come through with the win. The shock is not occurring today. Sonik drops out in last position. Foggy in first, so the Night Elves from the Ukraine kind of polar opposites here today. And yeah, the rematch indeed. Looking forward to this. I was hoping we would see this again because I think both those guys played really well around each other earlier in the upper bracket. That was a fun series. And now Sok will have the chance to adopt a little bit more to Sheik's unusual play.
I think you summed this up perfectly. We'll take a little break. Be right back.